What is up guys, Maxi from Bluff the Spot bringing you guys your poker news dose. Phil Hellmuth destroys Daniel Negrano in the heads-up duel. New poker Twitter war between Doug Polk and Kenney. The WPT Heads-Up Championship has a winner. And also, PokerStars gets dethroned by GGPoker after 15 years. And now, the news in details. 15-time WSOP bracelet winner Phil Hellmuth does not have much left to prove when it comes to the game. In round 3 of the high-stakes duel part 2 with fellow Poker Hall of Famer Daniel Negrano, Phil Hellmuth once again emerged victorious, earning his 3rd victory against Daniel Negrano and his 6th victory in the overall format. For his efforts, Hellmuth picked up $350,000 from Negrano and $700,000 overall in the 2 matches. As per the format of high-stakes duel, the buy-in doubles with every passing match. Following Hellmuth's win in a $50,000 buy-in match in April, the 15-time WSOP bracelet winner took down the $100,000 buy-in round in May. The 3rd match featured a buy-in of $200,000, with Phil Hellmuth coming out on top after a long seesaw battle between the 2 legends. Phil had the option to let his winnings ride and let a challenger play a $400,000 buy-in match in round 4, but he decided to take the option to collect his money and call it quits. Hellmuth won as the betting underdog in all of the 3 matches. This brings up an intriguing question: will Phil Hellmuth try to grow that streak? There are several players who might want to take on Hellmuth in the high-stakes duel format, but it would have to be a matchup that would be intriguing to the audience. Hellmuth against Doug Polk might be interesting, but because Hellmuth prefers the live format and Doug Polk the online game, it would mean that it's highly unlikely we would see this battle. After the conclusion of the widely successful Negrano vs Hellmuth match, poker fans' attention is turning to what the next high-profile heads-up match may be. One match getting a lot of recent attention is between Bill Perkins and Landon Tice. Like Negrano vs Polk, they are sitting down at the heads-up game format of 200-400 no-limit hold'em. Perkins and Tice have agreed to play 20,000 hands. Landon Tice had given Perkins odds of 9 big blind per 100 hands in their 2-table 200-400 heads-up no-limit battle over 20,000 hands on ACR, effectively a $720,000 head start for the high-rolling poker amateur. Landon Tice is currently ahead in the pair's heads-up battle by about $150,000 at the time of making this video. However, because Bill Perkins is being given a $720,000 head start, Landon Tice is actually behind right now. It's been a while since Doug Polk appeared in any Twitter wars, but he's back in the spotlight. This time, squabbling with GGPoker ambassador Kenney. It all started on Father's Day, June 20th, when, while wishing all dads a happy Father's Day, Kenney took aim at all of the poker training content creators, saying their products are complete trash and they probably can't beat the game anyway. Doug Polk responded in his typical style, leading to Kenney saying Polk would never be in the discussion for a best ever in any game format. Things just snowballed from there on. After encouraging Doug Polk to come for WSOP 2021 and crossbook 500% in every event, Kenney told him he's ready to back someone up for $5 million for yet another no-limit heads-up match while backing away from agreeing to play himself. Even after calling Doug Polk a marketing guy who sells nothing but garbage. Not one to take things lying down, Polk bounced with a challenge of his own. $500 $1,000 stakes, 2 tables, 100 big blinds, $1 million each on the side. Kenney went on explaining how he was not willing to play a format Polk had been studying for the last few months and something that has been his specialty his entire career. Kenney declining to Polk's offer of a $1 million heads-up challenge surprised many, since the GGPoker ambassador had challenged Phil Hellmuth to a $1 million heads-up challenge in April. In fact, Kenney had even told Phil Galfond a few months back how the latter's 200-400 challenge offer is too small and not worth his time, suggesting that $2,000-4,000 is more like it, while also accusing him of chickening out against Luke Schwartz. If Kenney has that kind of money, then taking on Polk for such smaller stakes shouldn't even threaten to make any dent in his bankroll. The inaugural $25,000 buy-in World Poker Tour Heads-Up Championship Invitational featured 32 players. The field included a number of top poker players, high-stakes regulars, along with a selection of influencers and streamers outside of poker. The event was played online via Poker King, though most of the 32 invitees were at a resort in Cabo, Mexico and played each other face to face. In the end, the final showdown for the title was contested between two living legends of the game, Phil Ivey and Patrick Antonius. The pair have competed at the highest stakes games in the world, from nosebleed stakes online to the largest televised cash games ever. They've also both won tens of millions playing tournaments, with nearly 42.5 million in combined cashes between them. In the end, it was Ivey who emerged victorious for the title and the top prize of $400,000. After using the best of 3 format throughout the opening rounds, the finals were a best of 5 with levels lasting 11 hands instead of the previous 8. Phil Ivey didn't need all 5 matches. He didn't even need 4. Ivey swept Antonius 3-0 in the final to win the $400,000 first place prize. Patrick Antonius earned $200,000 as runner-up, while Kruk and Greenwood each had to settle for $100,000 for finishing in 3rd and 4th place. Despite being labeled a World Poker Tour event, this victory will not allow Ivey to have his name added to the Mike Sexton WPT Champions Cup for a second time. Phil Ivey's only WPT main tour title came in 2008 when he won the LA Poker Classic. The World Series of Poker returns this fall, and with it comes the return of the most legendary poker player in the history of the game. Doyle Brunson has tweeted his intention to make a return to the WSOP later this year. The 10-time WSOP bracelet winner retired from tournaments 3 years ago, but is clearly missing the thrill of trying to bank a huge score. Brunson, now 87 years old, had retired from tournament poker after the 2018 WSOP. Brunson's final tournament was a $10,000 no-limit 2-7 single draw championship that year. In typical Doyle Brunson fashion, he made good on his final run, taking $44,000 after finishing 6th. At that time, Doyle Brunson tweeted that it would likely be the last WSOP event he ever played. But alas, the thrill of winning a WSOP bracelet was too much to keep Brunson away, and poker fans will likely get at least one more chance to see Doyle Brunson in action later this year. The WSOP is scheduled to run from September 30 through November of 23rd. GGPoker Network, which made its name known to the world only a few years ago, has overtaken behemoth PokerStars to become the world's largest online poker room. The latest cash game figures, tracked by independent monitor Game Intel, shows that GGPoker is averaging over 5,000 concurrent cash game seats based on a 7-day moving average. Meanwhile, PokerStars cash game traffic has dipped below 5,000 at 4,981, allowing GGPoker to dethrone the 15-year-long crown holder for the world's leading online poker room. And lastly, Mike Puzzle cheated absolutely 100% according to his ex-wife Sabina Johnson, who spoke about her experiences with Puzzle when they were still together. She opened up in a tell-all video interview with Veronica Brill, the original whistleblower in the massive cheating scandal involving Puzzle and California poker room Stone's Gambling Hall. Sabina was sure the allegations were true, though she failed to provide any hard evidence to prove it. She instead recounted a number of past events which showed that Puzzle had cheating tendencies, including one instance when he pulled off a scam at an eatery at the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno to have his damaged dental veneer repaired without him shouldering the costs. Sabina also claimed that Mike Puzzle had also been involved in a cheating controversy on PokerStars, but the investigation was eventually dropped due to lack of evidence. So those were the poker news and events. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.